Some of you know me, some of you don't. How many are here for the first time? I know one, two, no, only two, okay. All right, well, here's how it works. There's a presentation made. I would like, first of all, to open this club up to other people that might even have a different view than I do. We've done that a couple of times. So if you know someone who would like to make a presentation to our group, it just needs to be on the subject, God or science or both. My presentations are always have something to do with each one of them, I think. Because everybody, I think most people know where my worldview is. And if you don't, you will. But I'm open to hearing what you guys have to say, and girls. So what we'll do is make about, I'm thinking it's probably around 20, 25 minutes. And the question is, evolution, is it scientific? And I would say that if you did a random interview of people and asked them that question, vast majority, hello Bill, come on in. We still like you. Come on in, everybody. Who's that on your shirt? You're right there.
Bob Marley.
Who?
Bob Marley.
Who's that? Oh, Bob Marley.
Bob
I know
Marley.
who Bob
Come
Marley.
on. I know you're American, but
Was he Australian?
not one of our convicts now.
Oh, okay.
He's English.
English, okay. Where was I? Yeah. The way it works is give it about 20, 25-minute presentation on the subject of is evolution scientific. And again, as I said, I have a viewpoint. The presentation will show that viewpoint to a certain extent, but I will have a lot of positions on the other side that believe evolution is true. But let's get started. If you have any ideas, please hold them till the end of the presentation. We'll have an open forum. And you'll probably have almost an hour and a half to beat me up. But if we get done early, we can leave early, okay? But I'm not trying to get you out here early, but we do. Okay. Here we go. And please leave your comments and questions till the end. I want everybody to have a chance, okay? Number one, we got to get back to the basic education of what we're talking about in terms of evolution. I nor anybody I know doubts that evolution occurs. But there's a vast difference in how much evolution has occurred on the earth. And we're breaking it down. Most people agree with this. Break it down into two different types of evolution. Micro, which is small changes within a species. That obviously happens. It's been proven many times. Darwin observed it and documented it, like on the island of the Galapagos Islands, mostly with finches and other animals, but Darwin did not document macroevolution. Again, the definition refers to a variety within a given type. Change happened within a group, but the descendant is clearly of the same type as the ancestor. This might better be called variation or adaptation, but the changes are horizontal within the species, in effect, not vertical, which would be change of species. Such changes might be accomplished by natural selection, in which a trait within the present variety is selected as the best for a given set of conditions, or accomplished by artificial selection, such as when dog breeders produce a new breed of dog. I have a little baby Maltese. He's a wonderful little dog, and I've seen dogs, this high. They all came from the same. They did come from the same source, wolves. Okay, that's pretty well documented. But artificial breeding can change the view. Did it again. Let me repeat this. Next, macroevolution refers to major evolutionary changes over time. The origin of these new types of organisms from previously existing but different ancestral types. Examples of this would be fish descending from an invertebrate animal, or whales descending from a land mammal. The evolutionary concept demands these bizarre changes. So what you got a picture of there? It's an Indo-Hyas okay? That is a blue whale. You can see right on top of the blue whale is little Indo-Hyas riding him. It's not really a true picture, obviously, but just gives you a scale. This is, I'll give you a little better scale here. Later. Evolutionary biologists believe that there is no distinction between micro and macroevolution. Their theory is that macroevolution is simply microevolution on a larger scale. They also believe that evolution preceded by minute random changes over time. Scientists that are skeptical point out that there is no verified scientific evidence of macroevolution and that none of the claims of macroevolution are testable. Okay. Now what does testable mean? This, again, we've been through this before, but I think review is good. What is the scientific method? In other words, for something to be scientific, it has to be able to be shown to be true by the scientific method. This is understood and accepted by everybody I've ever known. For a theory to be scientific, it must be verified by scientific method. The overall process of the scientific method involves making conjectures or a hypothesis, deriving predictions from them as logical consequences, and then carrying out experiments, testing based on those predictions. So you would say that if macroevolution is true, this is a prediction, then we'll all have a common ancestor. There's some one-celled animal, or maybe even not a one-celled animal, that started it all. Of course, nobody knows how that one first life started. Nobody pretends to know that. They try to guess a lot, but they don't know. So you got to be able to be subjected to the scientific method to call something scientific. So let's look at it. According to evolutionists, how does it work? The basic theory of evolution is surprisingly simple. It has two essential parts. One, mutations. Now you all could talk about genetic drift and other things, but they all kind of fall in the same thing. It is possible for the DNA of an organism to occasionally change or mutate. This happens when there is an error in the copying of DNA. A mutation changes the DNA of the organism in a way that affects its offspring, either immediately or several generations down the line. The change brought about by a mutation is either A, harmful, B, neutral, or C, beneficial. But what does that mean? Harmful obviously means it harms the fitness of the organism. It means that it is less likely to survive and less likely to